Yeah, these are my top 10 after the Super Bowl's played. Brother, the Super Bowl ain't even been played. Why would we give the top 10?
That, you know what? Hand up. That's on me. That's
crazy
great
talk.
thinking.
We
great
can
thinking.
do that
It was,
after
it
the
was
Super
more
Bowl.
so me projecting how I thought it was going to. So that's on me.
That's what we did the whole show,
Yeah, we
projecting
did
what's going to happen. Like, why would we just
that,
do it
people
again?
get eliminated now. I didn't, but that's how I. It's on me. Hand up. The hand is up. Hand up accountability on me.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the B Team. We got Mikey Meatball over there.
Hey.
We got Colin over here.
Hey, Colin.
Welcome back to another episode of the B Team.
Hello.
Good holiday.
Good holiday.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Yep.
Another year down the drain.
Uh-huh.
We have now completed year 5 of the B Team, correct? We started
It's
in
either
COVID
4
year.
or 5.
It's 5 years.
5 years. 5 years. 5 year
The
anniversary.
B Team podcast has been going on for 5 years.
Yep.
You know, our first, I guess, thumbnail picture was us, me in a mask, and
Yes.
you with a bandana covering your face.
We quite literally came out of the closet.
Exist. That time did exist.
Yeah, we were in a closet. Literally.
Everybody
we were
was.
recording inside of a closet.
Yeah, with a poker table.
And
right
now
around
look
here.
at us here. Look at us now.
Making big moves,
Huge
gathered
moves.
a following. It was all just an idea.
Now
It was all a dream.
we can't walk around Bethlehem without being like, yo, that's just a B Team.
Yeah, and just consistently being asked about football and what are the Jets going to do, and the Cowboys stink, like all that.
So this is one of those things where, you know, it's really nice, but at the same time, it does get frustrating when the Cowboys actually played well one week, and I'm still getting hate from like 3 weeks prior from people that see me at like a restaurant. Like, you know, me and my fiance are trying to have a nice drink at the bar, and I got some random guy coming up behind me. He's like, yo, you're on the B Team with Silvestri. And I'm like, yeah.
Did that happen?
You know, the Cowboys fucking suck. It's like, oh, sick,
geez.
bro. Thank you. I'm trying to sit here and have my drink. We're trying to have a nice, you know, apps drinks together.
You gotta get
And
used
I
to
got
that,
Joe
dude.
Schmo coming up to me saying the Cowboys suck.
Who
Thanks,
was it?
brother. I don't know.
You got to get used to that, man, because
I
we're going
am,
to blow
yeah.
up, and we're going to get asked that constantly. We got to be ready to rapid fire everything.
This is why I need them to, like, you know, win. Same with you. You need the Jets to, like, do something. We can't be living in misery for the
They
rest of our
literally
lives.
just set a record that has not been set since 1933.
Yes, and we said we aren't going to talk about any of our teams, so let's not talk about our misery.
I
Let's
just
move
wanted
on.
to
You
point
know
that
what?
out.
New Year's resolution, we're not going to talk about the Cowboys and Jets.
That's not going to happen.
No.
Well,
But
maybe one day that'll be a New Year's resolution, but no, it's a must. We just talked about what we're going to do in a couple weeks.
I know.
We have something. I have
We
it
literally-
bottled up inside me.
Yes.
Ready to just lay down into this microphone what they need to do.
We quite literally just planned something with someone to have on the show to talk about our teams and fix them, which it's going to be a really cool show, that
will
one.
be.
So you guys stay tuned for that. But real quick, any resolution this year? Because I got one.
I have a well. I kind of was in my bag the one day where I was.
Yeah,
texting
that
you
I
guys.
felt bad.
Oh,
Felt bad.
Okay. I'll let the
Give me
the
one.
fans
Give me
know.
one resolution.
Definitely read a little bit more. Like
Okay.
I bought a bunch of books, and I have a bunch of books that I haven't dove into, and I think just get off the phone, put the phone away a little bit, read a little bit more. I bought a book on football, the history of football. Read that.
People are going to love hearing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing, and it's very good to read. It's very good to retain information via a book and not via a screen. I think that's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
When it relates to football, it's tough because everything is right off the bat, updated news, updated facts on X, Instagram, TikTok. On books, it's a little different. So I think I'm going to dive into the actual history and schematics of the game. Just inform myself a little bit more.
If you have a, let's say it's a 200-page book, right? 500 page. We'll go 250. Right? How long is that taking you?
Depends how often I read.
I got a bone to pick. That's what I mean. Like, these girls just get a book that's like 300 pages long, and in 2 days they're like, oh, I need to go to Barnes & Noble and have my Starbucks drink and get a new book.
Get a new book.
It's like, how did you finish that? I'm still working on a book from 2021.
Usually when I did read, there was one book that I read probably like 2 summers ago. I was probably banging out about 30 to 40 pages a day.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, especially like for me, I like to read on a flight. If I am on a flight, I will bring a book. I will read. I could bang out 60 pages. I can 50 to 60, 40 to 60 range. That's usually because after that, it's like, okay, let me, give my brain a rest
Yeah.
and save it
Chill
for
out
another
for a
time.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's the hardest part about reading is just sitting down and doing it.
Yeah.
Because you got so many distractions around you, whether you have, a season finale on Netflix, new series on Netflix. We got our sports games, not even just football, hockey, college football, baseball, off season, whatever. It's just putting that aside and just sitting here and just reading a book.
That's nice.
Some people have Kindles. I'm not a Kindle guy. I give me the hardcover. I want a library with all the books I have that I've read in my life.
Yeah. You know what? I like that a lot that you're doing that. And I think every single book that you do finish, we should have a book tracker here. Like, remember how?
Yeah, no, we should.
Do you remember when we had the piece of paper on the wall?
We had like the
early
Post-its.
on, early on when we really started the show. We had literally a slice of paper on the wall.
We did.
And
in my basement.
And we would write on it all this stuff. We should do that for the book. This should be our bookshelf. It should be our bookshelf right here.
All right, but if that's
every book you read, we'll put how many days it took you to read it, and the name of it, and then there should be like a 0 to 5-star rating next to it.
All right, now when can this start?
Because
I think now is a good time.
It's the new year. We start now.
All right, I'm going to read a little bit tonight.
I like that.
Now, are you going to join
What book
me?
are you reading?
All right. Right now it is. Oh my God, what is? I just ordered it before Christmas, but I could show you after. But it's a football book.
Yeah,
that's number one. I'm going to start off with that. I think it's about 200 and something pages, so you'll get a good, accurate number of how many, how long it's taken me. I'll mark how many pages I've read, and we'll just go from there. You going to join me in this, or is that not part of your New Year's resolution?
Should I read more?
What's your resolution?
You know what? I'll join you in that. I was saying, so I guess it's not really a resolution. It's more I was going to do dry January.
Why?
I don't know, for shits. But no, I'll join you in that. I'll do that.
I will not be joining you in dry January.
That's fine. That's fine. Well, you're going to in a few seconds here. But no, I will join you in that. We're going to read more. As a show, we will read more. I like that. And we'll keep a book chart and we'll get it done. I think we should keep track of who reads the most books too.
Ooh, a little competition.
And at the end of the year, whoever loses, we'll do something.
Has to do a dry January.
We should. I don't hate that at all.
You want to do it?
So
I don't know
so
if
you
I
know
can
what?
Do a dry January right now. Next year, we could do that.
You don't have to, but courtesy of Tanza's Beverages, we are going to be reviewing
right now
non-alcoholic beers.
Oh yes,
for January.
Great.
So every episode in January, maybe even into February, we'll see how long it takes us to do all these. But today we are going to be doing our number one dry January beer right here, non-alcoholic, New Trail Broken Heels Hazy IPA. Very good drink when it has alcohol in it. We're going to see how it does without alcohol in it.
Did you hide that?
Yep, it was right here the whole time. 90 calories, 18 grams of carbs, 1 gram of protein, so bulking season with these.
Yeah, of course.
Zero fat, of course. And less than 0.5% ABV, which I actually asked about this. I asked how many of these you would have to drink to be drunk.
A lot.
And
like 40.
That's what it told me. It said 35.
35?
35 of these, and you will not be able to drive. So we will start with one. I'll crack this thing open. Yeah, shout out to Tanzas. Get over there. I mean, they really good social media. Not sure who's doing it.
Fantastic
social
media.
I have no clue who's doing it right now, but doing a great job.
Good stuff.
Shout out to the boys over there at Tanzos. Great people.
What are your
great
thoughts
beer.
on non-alcoholic beer? You think they're good for us?
So I've actually had the Athletic one. I think it's Run Wild. It's pretty good. Tastes like beer. I drank a whole 6-pack when I was at a party once, and there was a state trooper there, friend of the
Did you
family
carry
we
this
were
out
with.
and acted like
So-
you're drunk and then?
Well, no, I drank. He watched me. We were sitting on the couch. He was drinking beer. I was drinking the Athletics.
You're like, I'm
he
gonna
watched
drive
me
home.
basically chug 6 of them, and then I was like, "All right, ready to go home." And we were walking out the door. He's like, "Whoa." He's like, "Yo, I just watched you drink 6 beers." I'm like, it was like the Heineken
Non-alcoholic.
commercial where
Yeah.
he does a little tap. Yeah. But no, here, let's see how it is. It says you're holding the non-alcoholic version of our most adventurous hazy IPA, Broken Heels. It's intrepidly, is that how you say that? Hopped with our hand-selected Citra and Mosaic hops for highly aromatic citrus and tropical notes. Is that what you're getting there, Mike? Are you getting tropical notes?
We're gonna find out.
All right, crash for any adventure, blah, blah. Okay, well, I'm going to start reading tonight.
Wow. Yeah.
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 I mean,
Chasers
it tastes like I'm drinking Broken Heels. Like I'm not messing with you guys when I say this. This actually tastes like a Broken Heels, and if this is non-alcoholic, this might change the soda game forever because I don't think I would get soda ever again.
Oh no, I don't even get soda to begin with.
Well,
Soda's
yeah,
done.
dude.
Soda's
well,
gone.
I will admit,
Blue Moon.
I don't like soda. I really don't like the taste of Coke. Don't like Coke. Coke, bad drugs, bad soda. Overrated. But doing the dry January thing, I've had to dive into it just because, like.
But now you can do this.
Something.
This is considered.
This is January? This is what I'm going to do. Yeah, this is really good. How should we rate these? Should we go out of 5, out of 10? I think out of 10, right? 5.
Well, Untapped is out of 5, correct? Are we?
Oh, true.
Untapped?
Okay, yeah. Let's do the Untapped B team Untapped.
No, we might as well do 10. Based off.
Yeah, you know what? The B
ratings,
team's Untapped rating is out of 10. Gosh, I don't want to give a rookie score here, but it does taste exactly like Broken Heels. Am I wrong?
No, you're not. It's so weird rating something that you've never had before.
So I think we should both give a score, and then the B team score is just whatever's in the middle of that, the average. So you want me to go first? Or no, you should go first.
3, 2,
you should
1.
go first. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, ready? You want one more sip? 3 sips. Everyone knows the rules.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Out of 10. 3, 2, 1. 8.6. Okay. So we're
7.9.
at like 8, 7.9, somewhere in there.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I feel like that's totally fair.
I feel like I can't go that high with something I've never had before.
I know.
I've never had a non-alcoholic, and I've never had their actual IPA.
Yeah.
So
I really like the can.
I do like the can
a lot.
It gives me B team vibes. It gives
I
me
do.
B-team
I didn't even
logo
think
vibes.
about that, dude. I didn't even think about that.
Well, it's changed. It's a new year. We have a new logo.
That's true. New logo.
But I will say, if you're out in public and you're drinking these, you need these to have fun. You can drink these to have fun.
Yeah.
It is quite good though. It has that
scooch 'em over. We'll put
very
that
toppy taste.
there. Yeah.
I just wish I could, try an actual like this version of the IPA and see the difference.
Like, follow, subscribe. Like, follow, subscribe. Like, follow, subscribe. Back to the show.
No, this is very good.
One.
Very good.
I think 7.9 is perfect.
Yeah.
I think that's
7.9's perfect.
perfect
Perfect
rating.
score. Absolutely.
Because we'll dive into more non-alcoholics, and then I think we can kind of go off from there and see which is the best. Like Heineken 0.0, that's a popular one.
Yeah. And because it's non-alcoholic, I think there's going to be times where hopefully we can get 2 of them together, and we can do like a double tasting. You know what I mean? So off camera.
Off camera. Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna bleep what we're talking about. Right there.
Yeah.
Business talk.
Hand
That's on us.
That's on me.
On
Hand
you.
up.
It is on you. I was gonna team. We're a team. All right, let's get into the football because that's why the people are here. Yeah, shout out to you guys. New year 2026. Make sure you go hit that subscribe button so that you can listen to more football, get more takes, more laughs. This show will actually make you healthier this season.
Oh, yeah.
So New Year's resolution for you guys: watch more of the B team
And read.
subscribe. And read. Send us book recommendations. That'd be awesome, actually. All right, let's get into the football. So some really interesting games happened this week. I think there was probably 4 games going into the weekend that really mattered. You had the Bucs Panthers. You had the Seahawks Niners. You had the Steelers Ravens. 3 games, and then the 4th one ended up being the Saints and the Falcons due to the Buccaneers winning. So you want to start there?
Sure.
You want to start with last night or the Bucs Panthers?
Let's go Bucs Panthers first
Right.
because we're going to dive into Steelers Ravens pretty heavy. So
yeah. So I mean the Bucs beat the Panthers 16-14, putting them in a okay position. Both teams, it was 50-50 going into Sunday's games where the Falcons and the Saints were playing. Falcons, if they won, sent the Panthers in. Falcons, if they lost or tied, sent the Bucs in. Falcons won 19-17, basically putting the nail in the coffin on the Buccaneers. Hell of a collapse by them. Hell of a collapse.
Yeah, just as bad as the Colts. That collapse itself. I mean, you watch the game. My thing is Todd Bowles. Listen, I know he did win a Super. I'm pretty sure he did win a Super Bowl with Brady. There was just so many questionable decision makings on their part. Like I love, like Dan Orlovsky put it best. Like, don't treat Baker like Josh Allen. And you know how much of a Baker fan I am.
Yep.
And he is a gunslinger, but I just feel like there was no balance. There was no. I feel like they're just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. And I feel like it's been like that for the last 7 weeks of the season. And I know they had injuries, but 7 weeks. You get Mike Evans back, you get Godwin back, you got to get wins. And I thought the defense did fine. Listen, they won the game overall. But they put themselves in this position for a reason. I mean not for a reason, but they dug themselves in this hole and they never really got out of it. And I think they got a lot of Baker. I don't think Baker's the problem. I don't at all. Baker's not the problem. It's the defense. It's the coaching. It's the play calling. It just wasn't working. And Mika Egbuka fell off the face of the earth. And
remember when he was Rookie of the Year?
He was Rookie of the Year at one point, and like you just stopped using him. And you know what? I think the game itself, Carolina got screwed. I think they got screwed big time.
100%.
And flat out, I think they deserved it more. And me coming here as a Bucs lover, and I do love the Panthers too. What you said. Start of the year. We were right about Bryce Young. He's the truth, but they just deserved it more. They've played harder. The defense has played better. Bryce Young has looked better. I think Dave Canales has done a fantastic job after his first year, where people are already calling for his name, like Rex Ryan and Mike Greensburg and all these guys. He came out and they made the move for Tet. J.C. Horn was fantastic, healthy. I thought they played just a resurgence of a season for them, and they deserved it more. I think they played harder. They've played tougher games that they've beaten. They've beaten teams like the Rams.
Yep.
They shut out the Falcons. They took care of business there, and I think you're seeing them moving in the right direction. The fact that they've even made the playoffs based off one game. I mean, they were by far in a way better position than the Bucs were. I mean, come on. Atlanta over the Saints, even though the Saints have been on a little surge recently with Tyler Shock being a stud.
Yeah.
Atlanta, always had the upper hand, especially with how they've played against good teams. But Carolina deserved to get in. I truly do. I think what the Bucs have done the last 8 to 9 weeks, they've really just lost. Bucky was out. Bucky was hurt. Not having him, you were going off with Sean Tucker and Rashad White. Sean Tucker played well. Rashad did okay. It's not even the personnel, but I just think they didn't have it this year. And I think this year, it's simple. I just think this year was a lot tougher for them to really finish games and, for Baker not to turn the ball over, even though his turnovers, maybe one against the Birds that was crucial. But they just really didn't have the juice.
No.
I don't know.
No, and I just pulled up a picture that our Twitter actually posted earlier in the day. The Bucs went on a run at the end of the year where they lost 4 straight. They played the Saints, the Falcons, Carolina, and Miami. All one-score games.
Yeah, they couldn't finish games.
Three of them were 3 points or less. All of them were 4 points or less.
Yeah.
They couldn't finish games. Egbuka, like you said, was non-existent. The rest, basically, from Thanksgiving on.
Yeah.
They couldn't do anything. Mike Evans being out hurts. It's an interesting one, and you can tell me if we got to cut this part or not that I'm about to say. I saw a funny tweet that was talking about Todd Bowles, and it just said, and I was cackling at that.
Like, follow, subscribe, back to the show.
I'm gonna have to cut that part.
Yeah.
That's gonna have to get cut. That's okay.
That will.
Yeah, that's okay though. I don't know. I think he's just run his course.
No, you don't. I don't think you do.
No,
I mean, it's already on Twitter. You might as well just reiterate it.
that's true.
We're gonna be fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll
All
monitor that tweet.
See,
We'll just keep our eyes on it.
if the comments start getting bad,
Yeah.
we'll cut it.
Yeah.
We're gonna cut it.
No.
All right, we won't cut it. But Todd Bowles, I think he's just run his course. I think it's time for them to go in a different direction. Yes, they had a great year. Yes, they started off with Baker having an MVP season. They had the Rookie of the Year. They looked like they were going to push for a Super Bowl, and that just fell flat on its face halfway through the year, which, it happens. You saw it happened to the Eagles not too long ago. But yeah, I just think it's time for a new voice there. And that's not a bad thing. I think Todd Bowles has done fantastic there. I mean, you said it yourself. He won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady. And I know, yeah, I get it. Everyone will say he got carried by Brady, just like everyone said Belichick got carried by Brady. It's fine. Eventually, every team needs a new voice.
Yeah.
And right now is the time to, go get something new for that offense. Go get something new for that defense. And let's just see what they can do. They have the pieces. I think the Bucs will be back next year. That division is going to be much stronger next year. Tyler Shuck looked great at the end of the year. Mm-hmm. The Falcons, I mean, I think they are the dumbest organization in that division.
Yeah.
Every single year since
you never know what you're going to get with them.
Ever. Yeah. Every single year since the Super Bowl that they lost in shocking fashion has just been bad. I don't know if they've had a year over 500. Maybe they have, but it hasn't been 1 or 2 games over 500 since that Super Bowl. They're in a bad place right now. Shout out to them for getting the Panthers into the playoffs.
Real quick, the Bucs, even the games that we just saw on the screen here, the start of the season was way different because they were also in a lot of one-possession games. Mm-hmm. Houston, they beat in a one-possession game. Yeah. The Jets, they beat in a one-possession game. They made it was close for them all season long. Yeah. Last year, they were actually overcoming those games. This year, but you see that with a bunch of teams. The Chiefs were like that last year. A lot of one-possession games, they would win.
Top 10
this
pick.
Year, they weren't even close to one-possession games or they would lose them. The Bucs are, listen, I'm not giving up on the Bucs. They're right there. Mm-hmm. They're going to keep Mike Evans. Baker's going to be there. I truly think, and I'm not making an excuse, but they were really bugged by the injury. Their offense, again, he's throwing no disrespect to Tej Johnson. Tej Johnson, there was another dude named Johnson. I still don't know his first name. Like, it was very hard for them to get things going. And, chemistry it matters at that point where you don't have Mike Evans. You don't have Chris Godwin. Jalen McMillan's finally coming back. Like, they're trying to get up to speed. Yeah. And it's at a really crucial time in the season. Mm-hmm. So it was a lot on Baker, I felt like. And I also think, again, with the play calling, they really didn't get the run established. When Bucky was back, they held him out for so long to reestablish the run game, which they did not do besides on Thursday, where they gave him 20 carries. He ran for about 70-something yards. But that was their problem, was they were so pass-heavy where you're putting your offensive line in these positions where they consistently have to pass block. Their stamina is going to, decrease over time. Someone's going to get past them. Mm-hmm. They're going to blitz Baker more because there's no run game. Yeah. And that's what kind of caught up to them, in my opinion. So I think they'll be back next year. But again, I got to give Carolina credit because Bryce Young has been exceptional. Derek Brown, who got drafted long ago, he went to Auburn, was fantastic on Thursday. I think he had about 14 solo tackles. Fantastic game. Yeah. Their defense is solid. It's a very underrated defense. Their secondary is really good. J.C. Horn, if he was on the Texans, he'd be a top 3 cornerback in the league. Yeah. So they got a lot to build off of. And listen, their season's not done. I'm excited to see how they play against the Rams, a team they've already beaten.
Yeah, crazy game that was. All right, let's move on. Steelers-Ravens ended. We could not have had a better game to end the season. Yeah. This was wild. I mean, this quite possibly could have been the best game ever to end the NFL season with the implications that were on the way it ended, the way Rodgers fought back. Lamar, I thought wasn't very good. Yeah, what were your thoughts on the game?
Oh, Baltimore got punched in the mouth. That's what I thought. Yeah. What I took away from that game, number one, I thought the running backs for the Steelers were absolutely bowling all night. Mm-hmm. They were they played perfectly. What they did, they fought for yardage. They ran through contact. They got the important first downs that they needed. That was one of the big takeaways for me. I thought Kenny Gainwell, Jaylen Warren, absolutely fantastic and good for them. The O-line, I think they punched the D-line in the mouth. I know Rodgers was scrambling a couple times, but I thought the run game, I don't think the Ravens expected that. I don't think the Ravens were ready for what the actual game plan that the Steelers were bringing out to them was going to be. The game plan was very simple. And credit to the Steelers for this. All it really was getting your running backs out in open space and just letting them do what they have to do. Yep. Quick little, slant routes in, quick, swing passes. It was super simple, and they just could not guard it. DK was not even playing. No. who was he going to throw to down there? Calvin Austin and
Well,
Freiermuth?
he did.
Yeah,
and
he got
it won
back.
the game.
He got
yes.
yes.
And there's something to be said about this. Rodgers got a really bad rap when he was on the Jets, and we should talk about that at some point in the offseason, because Rodgers and Saleh got really bad reps playing for the
Jets.
The Jets. And
Jets.
Clearly, it was not them. So, Rodgers, he has the team over all the time. They're always together, working on their game, designing basically their own offense. I have a theory that I think Rodgers' headset is working perfectly fine, and he's just telling them it's not working, so he can just call his own offense, and my God, it's working. It's beautiful out there. I really like what the Steelers are doing going into the playoffs right now. I mean, people are going to say that offense is struggling. They put up 26 on the Ravens. 26 points. There's a lot of teams in the NFL that would kill to put up 26 points in a game against the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually very excited for what the Steelers are going to do in the playoffs, and we can start to get into the playoffs if you would like here.
No,
I don't know if you saw.
Talk about
okay, let's talk about this game then, because the Steelers, what they did on defense last night, I think if that D line can play like that consistently for the rest of the year, healthy for the rest of the year, let's not go stab each other in the lung anymore. They could make some real noise in this playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, the Steelers' defense has always been the highlight of that organization and that team. It's always been the defense. When the fuck was the game? Last night, right?
Last night.
Yeah, last night. The Ravens just weren't ready for them.
No.
They weren't ready for the stunts. They weren't ready for the blitzes. I thought they blitzed on the absolute perfect plays, and they pretty much contained Lamar. I really think the Ravens,
they're a mess right now.
Something's got to change. Whether it be Harbaugh, it hasn't worked.
Can I ask you something? If Huntley played last night and the ball was basically Derrick Henry or bust, do the Ravens win that football game?
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
No. I had the Ravens because I thought, Lamar would be better. Lamar, this would be the time that Lamar's got to win. And they put them in the position to win. They did whatever they could to put themselves in a position to literally kick a field goal and win the game. Listen, that happens. Tyler Loop, I feel for him, man. Chris Boswell missed an extra point.
Yeah.
It could have swung the other way. Boswell got covered last night. If he would have made that field goal, they would have been calling for his head.
Yeah.
But it happens. 44, yards out, win in Pittsburgh as always. He's been great all season long. Just didn't have the ice in the veins, I guess.
No.
But where the Ravens go from here is something has to give. They don't have to rebuild, but it really depends. The first domino is going to be John Harbaugh. If he goes down, a lot of people are going to go down after him, and that the roster is going to change. It'd be tough to see him leave. I don't know if he's going to get fired, but it's just not really working. The offense that is instilled right now in Baltimore is not working.
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, listen, 26 points against the Steelers. Yeah, that's good. Let's be real here. Two big blown coverages where
huge.
Zay Flowers was wide open. That's 14 points right there.
Two, Mike. There was 3 because the one led to the field goal.
Yes, 3. Isaiah Likely, fantastic catch, great catch. But it's just, they're so tough to really describe because we know that Baltimore is good. We know that they are a playoff caliber team every single year. And you know what? Again, they were a team without Lamar. What were they, 1-5 at one point?
Yeah.
And we even said they could get to this point where they can make the playoffs, and it's going to come down to the last game. We said this.
Yeah.
And listen, what they did was, I guess if you want to include that, was nothing short of spectacular, but they lost a lot of games that they should have won, even without Lamar. They lost games with Lamar that they should have won, and it caught up to him. So,
well, how much of that should be taken into account when we look at Harbaugh's job? Like, the amount that Lamar was in and out of the team, the amount of practice that Lamar didn't play in, wasn't a participant in. Like, how much should that be taken into account when we look at Harbaugh's job status? Because, when look around the NFL, if you don't have your starting quarterback, it's severely different.
Yeah.
Severely different.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I still think Harbaugh should be there. I think he's led them into a very successful period, multiple successful periods. And when you run into Patrick Mahomes every year, in the 1 year that Patrick Mahomes is down, you're going to have a down year. It's just unlucky.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's fireable. I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know.
even over the last couple of years, and listen, it's a team sport. We know this. Look at last year where Mark Andrews drops that 2-point conversion. This year where T.J. Watt somehow picked off a ball that was in Lamar's hands. Tyler Luke misses a field goal.
Yeah.
Lamar's doing everything he could out there. He's trying. I mean, you got to give the Steelers credit. They smothered him all game.
Yeah.
They absolutely smothered him. But they just got to get a little better. It's clear as day that they're not there yet, even with Lamar. Mm-hmm. Rashad Bateman's out. You only have Zay Flowers, who is a receiver one, I guess. Yeah. He's not the best receiver one. You're signing guys like D-Hop on your team, maybe for leadership or something. They got to make a move. And why I don't think John Harbaugh is going to go or is going to get fired is because he's been there for Lamar's whole career. Yeah. They drafted him. They ran the offense through him. Greg Roman and whoever else. They know that he's the focal point of the offense. But it just hasn't worked. Yeah. It's looked good and it's looked, appealing to the eye. But at the end of the season, did they win the big game? Have they even reached the big game? I think the furthest they got was the AFC Chip, and that was 3 or 4 years ago.
They have not been to a Super Bowl with Lamar.
They haven't been to a Super Bowl with Lamar, and it's not. I don't think it's on Lamar because Lamar is an absolutely spectacular player, but they got manhandled yesterday, and he has trouble playing against the Steelers. It's always been a thing where he's consistently lost to the Steelers. So I don't know. I don't know where they go from here, but Pittsburgh, on the other hand, we'll move on from this, but they got a good matchup upcoming, and let's see what Rodgers can do, man. Listen, I know we like to talk shit, first-round exit. You got the old man back there. You got to protect him. And I thought what they did last night, they did protect him. If they give him a chance to throw the ball, if they actually get the running backs involved, because, again, DK's not out there. Their game plan was perfect, and it worked. You got to keep doing that. You got to keep getting these running backs involved because their 1-2 punch right now is excellent.
Yeah, Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens have only ever gone past the divisional round once, and that was in 2023 when they lost the conference championship.
Yep. To the Chiefs.
Other than that, it's a lot of divisional losses and wild card losses.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get into the playoffs here.
Come on.
We got a bracket. We finally have a bracket. So we'll start in the AFC. The Denver Broncos get the bye at the 1 seed. Had a great year. Shout out to Bo Nix. New England Patriots get the 2, and they'll be playing the Chargers. Jacksonville slides in at the 3. Great season. Yeah. Trevor Lawrence got his grill at the last game. That was pretty sick.
Oh, that was awesome.
They'll be playing the Buffalo Bills, so that's going to be an awesome game.
Oh, yeah.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers, like we just said, get into the playoffs, and they'll be playing against the league's best defense in the Houston Texans. So
that's a game to watch, in my opinion.
Absolutely. We got a great slate in the AFC. Not as many divisional rivalry games as the NFC, which I think gives it a little bit of contrast here between the two conferences. But who do you have the most confidence in this postseason to go out there and win the AFC? Because when you look at this, when you really break it down, Denver Broncos, it's like a silent killer. No one truly sees them as a Super Bowl winner, but they've been pretty damn good. You got the New England Patriots, who I feel like most of America is waiting to fail. Right? How long is Drake May going to keep this up? They don't even think he's MVP. You got the Los Angeles Chargers, who everyone basically only knows the Chargers because of Madison Beers and Justin Herbert's relationship.
Super fan.
Yeah, that's about it. You got the Jags, who, are we really going to trust the Jags in America? Probably not, but we should. And then you got the Buffalo Bills, who are, they have the most pressure on them.
Oh, big
but
time.
do we trust them? We haven't been able to trust them this season, really. They didn't even win their own division. And then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who got in literally yesterday in a game that, they have old man Rodgers playing. No one really thought the Steelers were going to hold on to this division. I know I didn't halfway through the year. I said they're only going to have 4 wins this season.
You did.
And they're playing against the Texans team, who at the midpoint in the year looked like dog shit. It looked like they were going to get curb stomped by the Colts. Reversal, the Texans are currently on a 9-game win streak, hottest team in the NFL, it seems like, best defense in the NFL, and they are in the playoffs now. So every team has a flaw. Every team has doubters. There's no clear-cut winner, but I feel like everyone, when they look at this, is like it's Patriots or the Bills or the Broncos.
Who do you think? I'll ask you. I'll
who I'm going with.
I'll give you the reversal here. Give me your thought. Who comes out of the AFC? Who is the I'll give me two. Give me your number one who you think is going to come out of the AFC, and someone after.
You want me to give you my heart and my brain?
Yeah, heart and brain. Let's go heart first.
Okay, my heart is with the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
Okay. I think Josh Allen is an elite thrower of the ball. I think he's an elite quarterback. I think he's been the best quarterback this year in terms of what he has to work with. I've said that for a couple of years now. I don't think he's really been given the loaded offense that we see a lot of these great quarterbacks get. I mean, look in Philadelphia. If you imagine Josh Allen with that offense in Philadelphia, it's over for the league. But they got Jalen Hurts, so it's not. I think Buffalo Bills, the defense just keeps coming up in really big moments. And they had a very good JV game that they got to play this weekend against the Jets, where they allowed them to rest. It allowed them to hone in their skills. My heart's with the Buffalo Bills to get it done this year. No Pat Mahomes, no Lamar, no Burrow. I'm with the Buffalo Bills. That's where my heart's at.
The brain?
And my brain, I will be going with the Buffalo Bills. I think Josh Allen's just a great passer of the football. I think he's been the best quarterback in the league for a couple years now. When you look at everything that he's been given around him weapons-wise, I mean, I think it's less than a lot of people. I mean, look down in Philadelphia. If he was in Philadelphia, we would be running the show here. So, no, I really do believe in my heart and my brain that the Buffalo Bills will figure out a way to get this. I don't know. It's something about them. Like, Josh Allen just gets it done.
Like, follow, subscribe, back to the show.
No, I'd love to hear what you have. I'm sure your heart and your head are two different teams.
Oh, definitely. What do you want first?
I know Ethan Suleiman's turning in his chair right now, ready to just spear me like Jordan Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Should I go? I'll go hard first.
Go hard.
Oh, it's got to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think
I like that.
Where my heart's at, how long have we been, riding with this team, on and off with this team, whether they're in Germany, the UK, in the States. I love what they're doing right now. I love the fire and the tenacity that this team has, especially with Liam Cohen. That dude is awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Duval, awesome. I think, people hated on the Trevor Lawrence contract. He's been balling this year. This is finally the Trevor Lawrence we've been waiting to see for years. You're bringing Jacoby Myers late. One of the most underrated signings/trades was Jacoby Myers on the Jaguars. If BTJ could just get back to his original self and be the guy that he was last year, this is a scary team that nobody really wants to see. And that Bills game, right off the bat, is going to be something spectacular. I think with my heart, that's who I would go with. With my brain, it's Denver. I will still be. I've not ever jumped off shift. It's Denver. Denver with Sean Payton and that defense. I know their offense isn't that, wow. It doesn't have a lot of oomph to it. It's not as, special and, flashy as everyone thinks. But guess what? They get it done.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts and the Birds, get it done.
Yeah.
But hey, they get it done. They just got the number one seed in the AFC with all listen, it's a stacked conference.
It is.
We talk about how it wasn't. There have been very good teams in this conference. They have got it done. Listen, Troy Franklin, Cortland Sutton, RJ Harvey, it's not flashy. But Bo Nix has played well. He has come back in the fourth quarters. The defense is legit. And Sean Payton's your head coach. And they play in Denver. They're going to be at home with the high altitude. Don't forget that.
No, that's true.
I truly think Denver is the Super Bowl contender here.
I mean, definitely. Anytime you're a 1 seed, you should be a Super Bowl contender. One thing I do want to add about the Broncos, I think it's important to remember they're basically the Buffalo Bills of the last couple of years, coming out of a division that has two teams that are freshman squads. The Kansas City Chiefs were absolutely terrible this year. The Las Vegas Raiders were even worse than terrible this year. So it's important to remember they did have 4 games that they essentially had a bye week. And did they play the Jets? No. Good. Okay, so they didn't have a 5th. Did they?
They might have.
If they played I'm not going to look it up, but if they did play the Jets, they had 5 bye weeks this year, 6 with the actual bye week.
But this is
so it's important to remember that.
Yes, right? Okay, I get that, but on the flip side of it, they could lose any of those games. You can't count the Chiefs as a bye week. Let's be real. With or without Mahomes.
They sucked.
Yeah, they sucked, but listen, they still got Andy Reid and a good defense and, an actual offensive mind that knows what the hell he's doing. They took care of business.
Who won this weekend?
They took care of business.
Who won this weekend?
The Raiders.
Raiders, exactly. The Raiders are terrible.
That's because I chose them.
Raiders are terrible.
They wanted
That's
to
true.
give me the 3-0.
That's true. Shout out to you, by the way.
Yes, that was a very impressive 3-0. But no, I really think Denver is, because I don't think people are talking about them enough.
Yeah.
Denver's got the 1 seed. Oh, they're not that good. I think they're going to shock a lot of people. They're going to shock a lot of people.
And that's what I mean. Like
they don't
this
know.
whole conference, the whole AFC is just doubted.
Yeah.
Every team there has a lot of doubters. It's going to be interesting.
But
I'm excited for it.
I think this year, and it hasn't really been like that. Maybe the last time was, I guess last year, defense has won championships very recently.
So we should be taking Houston.
Houston's another team that, or Pittsburgh. There are a lot of good defensive teams in the AFC. The NFC is going to be a lot more strong on offense. The AFC is going to be hella defensive.
Yeah.
And I think Denver, Houston, Pittsburgh, and who's the other defense in that I'm thinking of? Maybe even Jacksonville, like
Patriots.
The Patriots. Like, there are a lot of good defenses that you don't really want to see, especially as an NFC team that's very high powered on offense. There are a lot of damn good defenses. And I think if Houston goes all the way, if Denver or somehow Pittsburgh goes all the way, it's going to be a defensive showdown.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's move over to the NFC here. You got the Seahawks with the bye. Shout out to them. Sam Darnold, first quarterback to win 14 games with 2 teams in back-to-back seasons since, not 2 different teams, but
Tom Brady.
Yeah. So that's cool. Also, fun fact.
Thank you. Mike was right. Mike was always right. He was always right about Sam Darnold.
Oh, yes.
I always was. I never step off that hill.
We should pull up the clips from back when we started this show because you were right about Sam Darnold then.
Always.
Yeah, Seahawks, every time they've won the 1 seed, have gone to the Super Bowl. Important to remember that. Chicago Bears will be playing Green Bay Packers. Chicago got the 2 seed. We got the Philadelphia Eagles playing San Fran.
Another battle.
And we got Carolina and the Los Angeles Rams.
Battle.
So I think that this whole NFC is a toss-up because of the amount of
history,
divisional rivalries that are going to be coming into play. So one thing I do want to ask you about is, the Eagles are they're almost the outlier in this. They're the one team that's not a division rival in here. They don't have a division rival. They kind of limped into the playoffs in a way. They're an interesting squad. And they sat everyone in Week 18. They gave up the 2 seed.
Who's the 2 seed now? The Rams?
The Bears.
The Bears. And they would have been playing Green Bay instead.
Green Bay. But instead, they are playing a loaded San Fran team who has looked unreal for the last probably 8 weeks with Brock Purdy at the helm. Christian McCaffrey having a Offensive Player of the Year type season.
But aren't they banged up, the Niners?
They are banged up.
They got some injuries.
They are.
So if you
want, when you watch them play Seattle the other night, they looked good still.
Yeah.
And they were banged up. When you watch them play the week before, I forget who they were playing, but it was a shootout.
The Bears.
The Bears? Yeah, it was. Shootout. They were banged up. So I don't know if I can use banged up as an excuse for this 49ers team, but I do think that the Eagles made a big mistake not playing their guys against a bad Washington team and going out there for at least a half and guaranteeing the win and just making sure you're playing against a Green Bay Packers team who's had a number of guys in concussion protocol, injured, not playing for a handful of weeks. That seems like a much easier path to the next round than going up against the San Francisco 49ers. What a moment to pass the baton there.
Yeah. I mean, let me ask you, though. Do you think Sirianni did this on purpose? Was there even a reason?
No. Sirianni has no reason for anything.
But that too. But was there a reason to sit all these starters? Because they had the chance at the number 2 seed.
That's what I mean.
If they would have won the game. Was this a calculated chess move where, hey, if we lose this game, we're going to play a banged up San Francisco team at home against Brock Purdy, who we already know that we've played before? They would have played Green Bay instead. They've had very close games with Green Bay. Was that a calculated move? I'm asking you. What do you think?
I don't know. Either way, you're going to be at home. either way, you're playing against a banged up team. I don't know. I would much rather play Green Bay. And that's coming from a Dallas fan who should be terrified of Green Bay.
Yeah, it's tough.
We're not talking about a Green Bay team that's got Micah Parsons out there. We're talking about a Green Bay team that just picked up Trayvon Diggs, who can't guard a wall from getting a football.
That's true.
To play against. Like this Green Bay team's beat up pretty bad. Let's not act like we're playing against a primetime Green Bay football team.
It's funny because say the Birds somehow do lose in the first round to San Francisco, who they've had very good historic playoff matches against. And
you want to have the conversation?
But say they lose, does this get brought back up? Oh, why didn't you play all your starters on week 18? Why didn't you do this? And that's going to be hanging over the shoulder of the Philadelphia Eagles for probably the whole offseason. Like, why did they do this? Why did they do this? It's going to get brought up by them if they lose.
And they're going to be saying Sirianni should be fired once again.
And
every single offseason.
Exact move.
They're so dumb. So dumb. All right, let's move on from that because we're going to be talking in circles with that. It's very interesting. We will come back to that next week.
Because that's a game you start your starters. I know you got Tanner McKee. Maybe you're trying to boost up his value a little bit and see what you have.
Boost it up with you didn't play anyone
in week 18. It's like play your starters. You had the chance at the number 2 seed. You want to be the best.
Yes, it's stupid.
Strange.
Stupid. But yeah, we'll talk in circles if we keep talking about that. There's no point. We'll save the rest of that conversation for next week after hopefully a loss. But I do want to talk about this team. The tweet prophecy. I tweeted out a year ago to the day that the Carolina Panthers were going to win the division, but not only win the division, they were going to do it with Bryce Young. And not just with Bryce Young, but they were going to get into the playoffs. And they were going to win some football games. Do you have faith in this Panthers team to win any games in this playoffs? Because let me tell you, I don't. And I'm the one that constructed the tweet. Like, I would have more faith and more confidence in them if they hadn't beat the Rams in the season.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They already beat them once. Yeah. And again, what was it, 30-29 the score was?
It was a crazy game.
Yeah, me personally, I think the Rams are the one that's, they're the team to beat in that division, in that whole bracket. But Carolina, at the start of the year, you and Lucas were like, yeah, maybe Bryce ain't that good. I'm like, patience.
Whoa.
It was said.
I gave up on him in week 2, but then I said in week 3 that I'm all the way back in.
It was like week 3, and then I think week 4 you got back. I'm not calling.
I was all the way back
in.
I said if he played bad the following week, I was completely out. I was out. I would be completely out. He didn't, so I was completely back in.
It's one of those where
never left him.
Even if they made the playoffs and they get 69-0 against the Rams,
nice.
Yeah, nice. It would be like, you know what? That's a good season. We made it to the playoffs. We weren't supposed to be there. It would be that type of thing. So, like, even if they did win, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome because now you're just eliminating, in my opinion, the number 1 team in the NFC out of the bracket. You lose to the Eagles or whoever, the Niners. But I don't see them winning this game. I'm sorry. With Matt Stafford in the playoffs, I can't see it happening.
Question. So after this wildcard round, does it reseed? So like if the Panthers were to win and the Eagles were to win and the Bears were to win,
what does that go off?
Would the Seahawks would the Seahawks and the Panthers play?
It would be the lowest seed, correct?
So it would so it does reseed.
I thought that's what you said.
I was asking the question.
I don't think it reseeds. How it's set now, it's how it's going to be.
Okay. So, yeah, I was asking that question only because the I guess either way the Panthers would go there if all the top seeds win because of how it's set up. Yeah. Well, yeah, that makes sense because 4 and 5. Hand up accountability. I like the Panthers. Dude, if the Panthers win this football game, I do like them against Seattle. Now, if it does reseed, and let's say the 49ers win, they got to go to Seattle, I hate the Panthers against the Bears and the Packers. I don't care who wins that game. The Panthers are going to get fucking bounced.
Yeah.
I only like the Panthers against the Seahawks and the Eagles. Everyone else, hate it. If the Panthers, I'm saying if the Panthers win this football game and we get lined up with anyone else, right? If they get to
said we again.
If they get to the championship and they got to play the Eagles, Panthers Super Bowl bound. Just book it. Don't even play the football game. If the Panthers play anybody else in this whole conference, hell, who was the worst team in the NFC? Who was it?
The Saints.
The Giants.
The Giants.
No, yeah. If they were playing the Giants. Maybe.
I don't see them beating the Rams, unfortunately. If they didn't play this year, I would be like, okay, listen, they're 10.5. They're a 10.5 spread right now. The Rams.
I think this is pretty fucked up, honestly. The Rams are a 10.5 spread right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you checked recently, but the Panthers won their division. Panthers were the division winner. I didn't see the Rams win a division. Did the Rams win the division? Do the Rams have an MVP on their team? They don't.
Kind of, yeah.
They don't, though.
Drake May.
Drake May. Drake May.
Matthew Stafford is definitely the MVP over Drake May.
I don't know, dude.
Listen, did he lose a couple of games that,
he threw 3 picks against the Panthers?
Yeah, the Panthers' defense was solid. He's
going to do it again.
They almost won.
People need to take that into account. You know what? I'm talking myself back into believing the Panthers are going to win the Super Bowl.
I do. Listen, that 10.5 is a lot of points. They could cover that, but man, I just
it's a playoff game.
I have to.
It's going to be in Carolina.
Rams. No, it's not.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Again, did the Rams win a division?
No.
Nope.
Hand up accountability.
Nope.
It's
there you go.
Be in Carolina.
Make sure you say that. Look into the camera and say it. You got
hand up.
Yeah, there you go.
Hand up. The Rams are winning that game.
Do we know when the Rams are leaving and if their plane's going to have trouble again?
Oh, if that happens, different story.
That's what I mean. That's a cross-country trip against the wind.
Get on the Greyhound.
Is it with the wind or against the wind?
You'll be against the wind.
Against the wind. So they're flying against the wind. We're probably wrong.
I'm pretty sure it's against the wind.
Okay, so they're flying
with the wind, probably towards the Midwest, and it's going to be against once you get over like Kansas.
The wind changes. What is this? Like when the ocean meets a river?
It's
salt water meets fresh.
It's just how
what happens?
Just how the winds work on the Atlantic Ocean. It's going clockwise like this.
Okay.
The Atlantic Ocean, east side of the states.
No, I got that part. I know what our country
looks like. The Pacific is counterclockwise.
Okay, that's fine. All right, yeah. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care where the wind's going. The Rams are flying across the country, and if they leave,
they leave Jared Verse if he's not on the plane, like Home Alone.
Okay,
or Stafford.
I will make this a game of the year if they leave on. So this game's getting played on January 10th. That's Saturday? No. Yes, Saturday. If they leave on Thursday, game of the year. 1 day rest, cross-country trip to Carolina, different weather. I'm hammering the Panthers. It's a
lot of points.
It is a super game of the universe if they have plane trouble and leave on Thursday. We are all hammering the Rams if they leave Wednesday sooner and have no plane trouble.
All right, we got to keep that in mind.
Yes.
10.5. That half point scares me. But yeah, I like
Give me
Carolina
the Panthers
to cover, but I think the Rams win outright.
I feel like I need to put a bet on the Panthers.
That's fine.
To win the Super Bowl.
They're probably the lowest odds to win it. Definitely, by far.
Yeah, probably.
They're going to have the Steelers over them. They're going to have the Texans over them.
Fuck, dude, you know how cool that would be?
It'd be awesome. But, I also am rooting for Matt Stafford to finally get his. Yeah. Especially in the NFC. That's, the only team I really want winning. And them and the Bears.
I could pull for the Bears. Shout out to Lucas.
All right,
let's do our bracket. You want to do the bracket? Or did you have something else?
Yeah, we might. Well, I was going to say heart and brain on the NFC side.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Can you show me that real quick?
Sorry.
So I get my eyes on it.
There you go.
My heart is definitely with Seattle. You guys know this, how much I love Sam Darnold. Him being a number 1 seed, having 14 wins again, back-to-back seasons. I would love. He looked in that game against San Fran. He looked so comfortable, and you could just see how much better he's gotten over the years. And I'm so happy for him. Having that he was one of ours at one point, he going through his progressions, super quick, getting the throws off, making sure JSN's getting fed. And after all that shit talk, my heart is absolutely with Seattle, and I really hope they go far. But my brain's with the Rams. I'm with the Rams here. I love the Bears, Lucas, and I hope that you guys go far too. But if the defense just has to be good. The defense, the secondary, they have to play out of their mind. The offense is going to do its job, but the defense is what is important. Again, look at the defenses here in this. Seattle's got a very good defense. Carolina's got a good defense, young, weak offense, essentially. The Eagles, solid defense when they play solid. The Niners, solid defense when they have Fred Warner. The Bears, good defense, very good defense. Packers, good defense. Like but they're all exploitable in my opinion. All of them, all their defense is exploitable. The Rams are too. So, but I just think what the Rams have been doing this year and the leadership that they have, the veterans that they have on their team. And listen, who's going to guard Puka and Devontae? That's my thing. It's those guys are going to eat all playoffs long. So give me the Rams.
Yeah, everyone knows where my heart is right now.
It's Carolina.
Carolina. I'm going with Carolina to win the Super Bowl. But if I had to use my what?
How about the brain?
The brain? Dude, I'm taking Ben Johnson and the Bears. They have been fantastic. I love the fact, actually, that they had such a bad down week as an offense going into the playoffs. Because you know what happens after a down week, Mike? It can only go up. So I'm hammering the Bears this week. 1.5's atrociously rude. I will be taking them at least 9.5. And then we are riding that thing all the way to Santa Clara, baby. We're going to be taking on the Bills in the Super Bowl, and it's going to be awesome. Bills will win. Sorry, Lucas.
Oof. Yeah, we got to do I'm thinking of like doing a couple of parlays. Like we do a whole bracket parlay.
Sure.
But like I don't know if that we really just like roll it over. If we win every single game, we don't even withdraw it. We just roll it over and just complete the bracket.
Sure. All right, let's do our bracket then. Do you want first pick or me?
Let's alternate.
Flip this card. All right, so heads.
AFC or
tails.
NFC? All right, that'll be AFC or NFC right there.
So we're flipping for which side we're doing. Okay, so you get
first. No, I think we should pick each game. Like AFC, say I get the first pick.
That's what I mean. I get the first pick on the NFC.
No, let's go AFC, each matchup in the AFC. We just each pick a game.
Yeah, no, we agreed there.
All right.
I'm saying then I get the NFC first pick.
Sure.
Okay, fine. Yeah, let's go.
All right. So AFC, turn it. All right, so we have Steelers, Texans, Jags, Bills, Patriots, Chargers. Give me LA. I'm going to get them with the upset. I'm rooting on the Patriots' downfall. I'm taking the Chargers right off the bat.
Love it. I'm going Bills.
Chargers, Bills, okay.
You're going to keep track of it? Dude, we can figure that one out.
Chargers,
okay,
Bills. And then I'm going to take, he gave me the tough one. Steelers, Texans. Yeah, I got to go Houston. I'm taking Houston. I know they have, Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. They always lose in the first round. I'm going to stick by that for however long I live. Give me Houston. They finally exit the first round and they move on to face the Denver Broncos.
All right, so now my pick.
NFC.
I am going to be taking the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so AFC, the Buffalo Bills. All right.
So now you're picking either Denver or Houston.
It's Denver.
Okay.
Denver, always.
This is actually hilarious because now I get to pick who goes to the Super Bowl. That's hilarious. So you'll get to pick the NFC.
No, you picked the Chargers and...
What are you talking about?
The Chargers and the Bills. You didn't pick that game.
I already did. I picked Buffalo.
Oh, you picked Buffalo?
Yeah, because we went one, and I went that one, then you took that one, then I took this one to get them there. Then you took that one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So
Bills it is.
Buffalo.
All right, Bills it is.
Just kidding. We're going Denver.
Oh, you're going what?
All right.
Don't pull your stupid psychology out.
What?
It's the Bills.
No, I chose Denver.
Because if we get to this point, you're doing this on purpose. Go with your heart. You literally said your heart and your head is with Buffalo.
Now I'm thinking Denver could do it. You convinced me.
You're bullshitting. This is all
we're going with
psychological
Denver. We're going with Denver.
maneuver.
All right, so
I know you do well.
on to the NFC. All right, so
it's like I'm taking the Colts. Remember that? I'm going to take the Cowboys. No, I'm taking this.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm taking this.
Yeah.
0-2.
Exactly. Yeah. So right here, I'm taking the Eagles.
Okay. All right. Give me the Rams. I'll leave you the tough one.
All right. So you're going. I don't know why I did that. All right. I'm going with the Bears.
All right. So we have the Bears and Eagles, and then the Rams and Seattle.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. I hate to do this, Sam. I hate to do this. You got to give me the Rams. Give me the Rams.
You're going Rams.
I have to, dude. That's where my head's at.
All right.
That's where
All right.
brain's
Whatever.
at.
I'm going with Chicago. I don't think Philadelphia is going to be able to get it done. So we're going to have the L.A. Rams against Chicago.
It's the Rams.
Conference championship.
It's still the Rams.
All right.
Buffalo versus L.A. I like that matchup.
No, it's Denver.
Or Denver. I'm sorry.
Dude, have some fucking respect. All right, so I think
makes sense.
So, since we did an equal amount of picks, I think we should flip the card for the champion.
Go ahead.
Best 2 of 3?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll be the Jet. Who was that? Freeman McNeil?
So this is AFC. We'll go NFC on the back. Yeah, Freeman McNeil. Ready? So you flip the next one.
Okay.
All right. NFC.
NFC?
Okay, your flip.
All right, I'm going to flip like a coin.
AFC.
AFC.
What was it?
AFC.
AFC. Denver Broncos. Congratulations. Congratulations. No one saw that one coming when I had that last pick. Yeah, all right, so there's our bracket. We do that every year. Usually crashes and burns fast. But I actually do like this year because we didn't mess around at all.
Both of those teams were brain picks for me, by the way.
Brain picks.
Both brain picks.
Yep. And I don't like this if this is a sign, but I keep writing LAC for the Rams by accident. I don't know if that's a sign.
Buffalo.
I don't know if that's a sign. And you keep saying Buffalo, but they're gonna play. But maybe that's a champion right there.
So
all right, yeah, that was good.
So if there was like one major upset in the whole bracket, what do you got? Just nail one. Like if you think,
I think the biggest upset and most fun upset. I mean, if we're talking about long, like going into
wise, like seed, like where the seed is based.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Panthers winning 2 games would be a huge upset to everyone's bracket. It would kind of be like the Commanders last year. But I mean, biggest upset. I don't think there's an upset on the NFC because of what we were saying with the division rivalries, the history there. I think the biggest upset on this side would be the. It's going to sound bad, but I think it would be the Steelers.
Steelers?
I think both 4 seeds. I don't think there's a lot of people that think they're going to make it out of this round. Panthers and the Steelers, they both came in, they limped in. I mean, they're in 2 of the worst conferences and worst divisions in football. I mean, they came in with what I think both are below 500. Yeah.
Well, the Steelers are 10-7.
They're 10-7?
They're 10-7.
Oh, shit. Good for them.
I think
Fuck.
Carolina is.
I don't know why I just
9.
default to them being like 9-8 or something. Like,
Oh, yeah. It's strange. It's like,
wow, that's
we've seen
good.
it a lot.
That's pretty good. And they got the night game on Sunday?
Yeah, what a great
Or
start.
is that Monday? That's Monday.
This is a fantastic. Wow. This is a fantastic. And again, like,
I
why?
don't think there is an upset here.
Okay, maybe I should change my question. Is there an underdog team that you think goes a little bit further than you expect? Maybe that's a better way to put it. Like for me, like I could see, Jacksonville moving on to the AFC Championship.
See, but I don't think that's an underdog.
For the NFC, I could see. I'm stuck on the Rams.
See, this side over here, I think if we're talking underdog stories,
it's
really the Packers.
And like
or the Panthers.
That's really it.
And then over here would be the Steelers and the Texans.
And the Chargers too.
I guess the Chargers. I don't know. I think I'm skewed on the Chargers because I have such a high respect level for them. They're a ball team, like Harbaugh says. I just respect their team a lot. I like Herbert a lot. Madison Beers has found a very nice young man.
Yeah. So with that being said,
final Mike's top 10 quarterbacks of the year, but it's actually going to be 14 quarterbacks because we're just going to rank the quarterbacks that are left.
Correct. And I think the way that I listed this was, kind of if they're going to win as well. Like this is who I think. Yeah. This is how I think it's going to end.
Can you give me 14-10?
I'll give you 14-10 right now.
Yeah.
And I will go 9-1 after that.
Okay. Give me 9-5. 9-5.
Okay. So from 14-10, Bryce Young, he is number 14. Love Bryce Young, number 14. Brock Purdy is number 13. Who knows? The Eagles can they're gonna get embarrassed or they're gonna embarrass Purdy, and it's gonna go one or two ways. So I got Brock at 13. I think I still don't know what's gonna happen in that game. Number 12, I got Jordan Love. They could win. He could kind of play shitty. I don't know. Yeah, especially with their health. I don't know what's going to happen.
He could win. He could kind of play shitty.
Yeah, it's I don't know. They just have so many injuries. I just don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So he's number 12. I got CJ at Stroud number 11.
Fair.
And I'm banking on the L here. I got Drake May at 10. I have Drake May at 10. I think they take the L. I think they get
Wait.
upset right
So
off
what
the
is
bat.
this? What is this rankings then?
It's like my.
So this is how you view the quarterbacks that are left.
Yeah,
So you
pretty
think
much.
he's the 10th best one?
Like once the Super Bowl is ended, this is how I envision it.
No, Mike. We're talking about right now. We're not talking about after the Super Bowl. The fuck we doing here?
That's kind of how I did it.
Okay, well then scrap that list. Who's the worst quarterback right now?
It's Bryce Young.
Okay, who's the second worst? Look at you just got screwed into your own. This is what you didn't want to do.
No,
And now-
not at
now
all.
you're- now
Because
you're stuck doing it.
we literally agreed on this.
No, we said the quarterbacks that are left right now. We are going to do a top 10. Pull up the text.
But again,
Pull up the text.
if they lose,
No, we're not. We're talking about the top 10 right now. Why would we do hypotheticals?
give me the pencil.
No, we're doing this live. You lost
fucking
that. You
killing
lost
me.
that right.
You're
Okay, so
fucking
Bryce
killing me.
Young's the worst one.
Bryce Young is
At
the worst
14.
one. So now I'll mix this up here. So Bryce Young is the worst.
Who's the second worst?
I will throw Brock Purdy.
Okay,
as
that's
the
fine.
second worst.
Who's the third worst?
I will still have Jordan Love there.
Yeah, so what are we doing here?
I will still have Jordan Love there.
So now, who do you have at that's 14, 13, 12? Who's 11?
So 11 is CJ. I
Okay.
will swap him for Justin Herbert.
Okay, so Justin Herbert. Now, who's next?
CJ Stroud at number 10.
Who's next?
We're going to put Bo Nix at number 9.
Cool.
We're going to do this is you're going to
No, let's go. Yeah,
You're
let's
gonna
go.
remember this.
Yeah, dude, everything's recorded.
We're going to do Jalen Hurts at number 8.
Sure.
We're going to put Rodgers at number 7.
Okay.
We're going to put Caleb at 6.
Yup.
We're going to put Darnold at 5.
Yep, and stop there. Okay. That list is perfect. Why do you overcomplicate it?
Because that's how we've done it the whole year. It's like
we've done it like
Okay, no,
who's
we
been
haven't.
the top 10.
We have it.
And then when we were texting, I was like, yeah, give me the top 10 quarterbacks that are
All right.
left here. And you said, yeah. And then you show up to the show, you make a top 10 on a pad, and you go, yeah, these are my top 10 after the Super Bowl's played. Brother, the Super Bowl ain't even been played.
I
Why
know.
would we give the top 10?
That you know what? Hand up. That's on me. That's
crazy
Great
talk.
thinking. That's
we
great
can
thinking.
do that
It was
after
it
the
was
Super
more
Bowl.
so me projecting how I thought it was gonna. So that's on me.
That's what we did the whole show,
Yeah, we just
projecting
did
what's
the
going to happen. Like, why would we
I forgot
just
that
do it
people
again?
get fucking eliminated now. I didn't, but that's how I. It's on me. Hand up. A hand is up. Hand up. Accountability on me.
Continue. Who's 4?
So
Or we
number
at 5?
4. Well, number 5. 4's Trev.
Sure. 3. You don't even know who you've said, probably.
Yeah, Drake May. I guess Drake May is number 3.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Josh Allen and then Stafford.
Yeah, that was great. That's a great top 10.
How are you going to make this?
That
list
honestly might have been your best top 10 of the
now?
year.
How are you going to make this list?
What
You're
do
going
you-
to go
what do you
back.
mean?
You're going to.
Yeah, everything's recorded. Are you new to the show? We just
no,
said how
no,
we're 5 years
but you're going to
into
listen
this.
to this and you're going to be like, okay, so wait, so who was it? And you're going to keep track. of
Okay, let me
everybody.
ask you a question here, Mike. Who has to edit this?
You.
Yeah. So who's going to watch it back?
You.
Thank you. Yeah, that's how we're going to figure this
Muller's
thing
going
out.
to do it.
This
Muller's
is this is crazy town.
This is bad. Bad
You
on my
can
part.
you agree with me that was crazy.
Oh yeah, no. Now I said look at it because I even said I'm kind of depicting like who's gonna win, and who's gonna lose, which was definitely some bullshit because I could be completely wrong on all of them, and they're gone.
We could have got the whole bracket wrong.
Yeah. So that's my top 10 or fucking top 14.
Did you have an actual broken heels?
I think I might have. Is this non-alcoholic? So yeah, whoever's watching this, that
was good.
This is gone. This is
Done.
gone.
Done.
Gone.
That was
Gone. It's
brutal.
done. It's done.
All right. Well, with that,
With that being said,
let's get on to the freaking wild card. Thank you all for sticking with us here. What's up?
Are we putting Mortals out?
Yeah, but we gotta wait.
We gotta wait for the lines.
We gotta wait for
You're right,
lines and
okay.
stuff. We're not gonna put out Mortals today and then line shifts and people can't get them. But Mortals will be out Thursday.
We gotta look over the record, see how we did.
We did good.
I think we all
We did
went
good.
over 500.
We were
Even the
all
guests.
over 500. Yeah, because the last 2 weeks, I guess,
Because
as well. Yeah.
Ponyo did well. Luke had a 3-0 week.
Yep.
And then
We just been average the rest of the way.
I think Jimmy did okay. this
Jimmy
week.
did fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he went 2-1 both weeks. Like, yeah, we all ended up above 500. That was
all-
the
that's
best
all
best
that
year we
matters.
had ever.
Finally.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to last year, yes, it was.
Although there was a week where I think it was.
We were shitty at a couple of weeks.
Yeah, last week we were bad because there was a lot of comments that said, "Man, you guys giving out picks is like terrible."
It was bad. Yeah. It was
and then there was the smart people that were like, "Well, actually, if you've watched the show, you should fade them. You make money."
They don't know.
Yeah. But all right, yeah. Well, thanks for watching. Morals out Thursday. Remember to subscribe. Shout out to Tanzo's again. Go over there, grab some non-alcoholic beers if you're doing dry January. New Trail Broken Heels is good when it doesn't have alcohol. Even better when it does have alcohol. Yeah. Anything else, Mike?
That's it, man. Good stuff. Another year. Happy New Year, guys. Hope you had a good holiday. Football playoffs. We're here. Let's enjoy it. Let's win some bets.
Go Panthers.
Go Rams. Go Denver. See ya.